Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. Hope your week has gotten off to a great start. So excited to have you here and excited to be on with you. I'm gonna begin tonight with our scripture, and it comes from Ecclesiastes 9, verse 11. It says, "I have observed something else under the sun. The fastest runner doesn't always win the race, and the strongest warrior doesn't always win the battle. The wise sometimes go hungry, and the skillful are not necessarily wealthy. And those who are educated don't always lead successful lives. It's all decided by chance, being in the right place at the right time." And it goes on to say that people can never predict when hard times might come. So tonight we're going to talk about winning the day. And if you ask anybody if they like winning, you're going to get 100% in the affirmative. All right. It's when we get into those things that it takes to win where it starts to drop off a little bit. But I want to begin with a question. And what are your intentions when you wake up each morning? You know, I don't know anybody that wakes up with the intention to have a bad day or to hope things don't go well. And obviously we know that sometimes that happens. So if we don't wake up with those intentions, why is it that some of the times those things happen? Well, sometimes we can't control the circumstances, but we do have complete control on our mindset as far as how we start our day. And if we want to win our day, that's where it starts. And so I've got 3 acronyms for WIN, W-A-N, W-I-N that I want to share with you and just kind of unpack it a little bit and go through this real quick. When we talk about having a great day, I mean, we've all experienced that, okay? And normally, when we've had a great day, it's because let's face it, we felt good. We had good energy, and energy is really the foundation to everything. It's really a must to win the day. What does that look like to you? And when we're going through these, that's what I want you thinking about is we go through this plan, all right, this formula. And when we hit on these 3 different acronyms, I want you to think about it in terms of energy. Like, what is one thing this has to do about that can give me the energy that I need? And the energy that you need may be different from the energy that I need. All right. But we all need positive energy to get going. And you can hear people talk about, well, feelings don't matter and all this. All right. Well, yes, they do. Yes, they do. They do matter. And we also have the ability to generate those feelings. And all I know is the better I feel inside, all right, the better the outside is that's surrounding me. So here's the first one, all right? Winning formula to win the day. And so the first one is what's important now. Right here and now. When I wake up in the morning before my feet hit the floor, do I give any thought about what's important now? What's important now as far as getting my day off to a great start, to guarantee that I'm coming out of the gate with an opportunity to win the day. So many times we think about what happened previously, what happened in the past, what happened yesterday, or we're thinking about what might happen later today or maybe tomorrow or next week or what will happen. And it's in those times and in those moments that we lose out on opportunities because we're living outside the present. So the first thing that we want to do to win the day is just what's important now. What are 1 or 2 things that I need to do, that you need to do to get our day off to a great start? Maybe it's meditation, maybe it's your prayer time, devotional time. One of the things for me is exercise. Okay, I've got to get that done. If I don't, all right, then it takes me a little bit. It affects my mind, okay? Not only my body, all right? But I've got to get that done because that helps me create the energy that I need, all right, to get the day going. Doesn't mean that it's going to guarantee that I'm not going to run into things that are going to challenge me, okay? Because there's so many things out there that are beyond our control. But if I have the right mindset and I've done my part as far as generating the energy inside that I need, all right, then I've got a chance to win the day. So that's the first thing, all right? What's important now? Not yesterday, not tomorrow, just right now, and living it moment by moment, hour by hour. And, this was something that I started doing consistently years ago. And I can tell you, it's like anything else. The more you rep something, the more you become aware of when you're not thinking that way. And I'll catch myself during the day where, you know what, I'm not living in the moment right now. I'm worried about what's going to happen, after lunch or something didn't go well in the morning. Hey, just take some deep breaths and just focus and get back locked in on the present. The second thing when it comes to winning formula is what is necessary. What is necessary? What has to happen in order for me to generate the energy and the feelings that I need to have the mindset to win the day? And a lot of times when we talk about what's necessary, that's going to stretch us. All right. It's going to be something that's probably going to get us out of our comfort zone. One way to look at what is necessary is I know what I want to accomplish today. Okay. I know what I want to feel at the end of the day. So there may be some things that I've got to do that are necessary. Okay. That I know are going to be not comforting. It's going to be some discomfort. Okay. But it overrides that. And that's what happens when we have that what is necessary, mindset. But what must happen, okay, to win the day? And then the third thing is, what is next? What is next? If you study successful people at all, they never rest on their laurels. They're always looking for the next thing. What is the next thing that I can add to help me continue going? They're always on the move. They never stop. And we can use that for us in our formula to win the day by starting out with one or two things that we know we need that are going to generate that energy. Master them. Don't just do them, but master them. And then once we've mastered those couple of things, what's something else that I can add? So for me, all right, it's always centered around having my quiet time, my devotional in the morning, and exercising. I've got to get moving, okay? And I've been doing those two things consistently for a while. And they help me generate the energy that I need, okay? But it's just like anything else. Once you've done something for so long, all right, your body, your mind, you kind of get used to it, all right, and you kind of get a little bit stagnant. You need something else to keep pushing, raising that level up. So for me, it became part of my diet. So I started making sure that I'm getting, for me, a lot of protein in the morning. So that's something that I add. For you, it may be something different, okay? Because we're all wired differently, but whatever works for you. But it's important that you master those first couple of things first, all right, before you start adding, okay? And look, you can research, you can go on YouTube, you can listen to podcasts, you can do all this about, everybody talks about their views on a morning routine and getting your day started, all right? And they're all great, they're great information, okay? But the bottom line is, it's got to be what works for you. Because if it doesn't work for you, you're not going to continue to do it. All right? So if you see this person over here and you read where they're doing this and this one over here, they tell you, you know what, this is what I do in the morning. Okay? That's great information to have. All right? But make sure that you're looking at what you need. because that's what it's about. For you to win your day, all right, you've got to figure out what's important now for you. You've got to figure out what is necessary for you, and you've got to figure out what is next for you. Only you can answer that. So what are one or two things that can get you going? And can you do it every day? You know, when we feel good, all right, we just show up better, don't we? Would you agree with that? The better we feel, the better we show up. And so by implementing these three things, okay, it can generate the positive energy that we need to get our day going and help us win the day. And I want to say one last thing about winning, all right? Again, winning, that's your definition, okay? How I view winning, or what a win is for me for today, is different from you, all right? You determine that. Don't be taking somebody else's and trying to apply it to you. You determine whether you won the day or not. And that's something that we've got to determine before we even talk about winning the day. Because we got to know what's the goal is, what is the outcome that I'm looking for. And when you're making those decisions and you're making those choices, like what are the things that I really need to implement to help me win the day? Will it give me more energy or less? Will it make me feel better? And if it does those, if you can answer in the positive to those, all right, then that's where you need to start implementing. So I hope you got some value out of this content, okay? W.I.N.ning Formula, all right? What's important now, what is necessary, and what is next. And just take about 5-10 minutes in the morning and reflect on those. What do you need today? Because what you needed today, all right, may be different from what you need tomorrow. Okay? I hope you got some value out of that. All right? And let's go win the day. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Take care.